behind us. Here is the old Chatham station where you just went down on Depot Lane.
Which
Depot,
is what I mentioned.
Yeah, and here's how the track used to come down through Old Chatham. Came across 13, looped around, went down Depot Lane, and there's the track. Right around in back of the building. And that's what that building looked like when the railroad was still running through there.
And I also realized that the railroad has crossed County Route 13 multiple times.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. On the way down. And, yeah, this is, let's see. I'm looking at, I think this is, yeah, this is the station. And here is Route 13.
Actually, I think that's Albany Turnpike.
You think that's Albany Turnpike? Because this is the station, and this would be the two tracks, and this would be the split off right here, the siding for the, going to the, this would be going over to the old creamery. There's a creamery over here. It's still there. It's a house now. And these tracks run out, and I think they run across what they're referring to as a highway here, I believe is, okay, this says Bennington.
And
okay.
And it should be Albany Turnpike.
Yeah, it should be Albany Turnpike, I think. That's how
that's what I think it is.
And decimal, let's see, I'm just looking up. Spur track appears to have served them. There was also a coal shed along the spur. Yeah, if you went this way, well, this is weird because this is, you'd have to be going this way to go to Bennington. So this map is reversed. So this, there is a it would be the highway that would take you to Bennington. Well, the road would take you to Bennington. The highway would be over here. So that's probably what they're talking about. They're probably talking about Main Street, Old Chatham. Because if you go this way and you come out, you're going to cross Main Street and Old Chatham once the track, goes around far enough. Because they can't put a sharp angle on the track or else the train won't stay on the track. But I believe that's how that worked. So what we're looking at is, here is this turned around.
I could see that.
And then this is the floor plan when, let's see, this is Chatham Division. This would be, hold on a second, I'm just looking at this. This would be the old Chatham station, the plans for it.
Okay.
And then we have Brainard here too. Hold on a second. Brainard is, well, let me just look back one and see if Brainard is here. This is Ryder's Mills. And, well, Ryder's Mills was basically a flag stop. This is Brainard.
So this must be your house.
This building, yeah, this is the one. And this is the plans, how it was built. There's the floor plans for it. Tells all about its height, height, size, dimensions of the lumber, the whole thing. The railroad did an evaluation of all their buildings in 1917, and so that's where these plans came from. Their evaluations.
Okay.
And that is pipeline crossing Shone Road. Let's see. Old Chatham. So this is the Old Chatham station. This there's a house off his milk station. That's over here. That's a house now. It's still there. In fact, most of those buildings are still there, made over into houses.
And this section of the railroad?
This is just a speculation. They're kind of guessing that it's a beehive and state line crossing with a train heading southbound towards Petersburg, but they're not sure if that's it or not. Let's see now. This is Chatham. This is where it ends up in Chatham. But I want to see, there's a picture of the Chatham station. And what you did was you got on the, you got off at the Chatham station if you wanted to go north, and you walked down the street to the corner of Park Row and Kinderhook Street where the Rutland station was, and you got on there and went north. Now, hang on a second. Let me just turn this around and see if I can find. Okay, this bridge right here, 66, goes down under where this bridge is and over into Chatham.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the abutments are still there.
Yeah.
That's where 66 goes.
Yeah, right at the intersection of
Where the bridge is.
Of 66 and Mill Street.
And Kinderhook Street.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Mill Street, yeah. And the this is looking across the top of that bridge when the railroad was still running.
Mm-hmm.
And this would be, over here would be probably the Chatham Methodist Church, and I don't know what this is, a house over here, but this ran down in back of the church and over to Park Row. Let me see if I can find that Park Row building. Hang on a second. This is, hang on, we'll find it. This is, let me just find that. Okay, just want to see if I can find that station in Chatham and Park Row. Just turn this book around. In a second. Let's see if I can find this Berlin. Okay, in a second I will find. Okay, here's 66. You can really see it now. Here it is as it is now with no track over it, and here's 66 going into Chatham with a track over it, over the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
And this was right after they took the track off the bridge, but they hadn't torn the bridge down. You can see right over into Chatham. I remember years ago taking a bicycle ride down the old Rutland Railroad bed all the way to Chatham, and I ran into some brush, and it's a good thing I looked down because I stopped right at the edge of that where that wood was, and I realized that dropped off of there down to Route 66. I could have had a heck of an accident if I didn't realize that. Now, this is the end of the corkscrew division, as they call it. There's a piece of paper here. This is the note saying that this these stations would be put out of service.
These.
That Steventown station was just pulled down. This is the New Lebanon station, which is still there, but it's back in the weeds.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see if we can find pictures of the Chatham station on the end of Park Road. That's what I'm looking for. Here is Brainard when they're pulling the tracks up. And there's Brainard after the tracks were gone for a while. And this is New Lebanon, which is, as I say, it's back in the woods now, but it's still there. Let's see.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, you want to get these? Okay.
What's this?
North Petersburg. After the rail's been pulled, I think they had a. This is the road here, and the railroad came through here, or through here rather. There's where the railroad bed went, and this is the road, the highway. You can still see where the old ties were here, and the railroad went right down through there.
And is that your house?
No, this is up in North Petersburg. This is up past Berlin.
Oh, right. That's way up north.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse
And
me.
yeah.
We're looking for the Tri-Village Fire Department.
Oh, okay.
Go
Go right straight down 13,
This
right?
way?
Yep. And when you come to the intersection down
The
where Jackson's is, bear right. Don't make the right back past
Turn
Jackson's.
the wrong way on 13.
Yeah, bear right past the store.
Yeah.
And just stay on 13. You'll go almost to Chatham Center. You'll see the old Chatham Fire Company on the right-hand side. Great big building.